comrades, it is Mikhail, and we are once again back with more. Such is the joy of our reunion here in Arknights. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay, that's pretty straightforward stage. What is this? Or should I say, why is this? What is going on up here? What is that thing? Why is that a thing? Okay. Okay, sure. Oh. The music is kind of, yeah, wow. I had to turn way down, way down. Okay, so. Okay. Interesting, I guess. Let's see how this works. That's a funny looking stage. 2 lanes and just 2 other lanes that don't really go much anywhere. I don't know. But yeah, let's go. Interesting. You came. Yeah, I don't know if Blaze is feeling so hot right now. Of course I did. That's what you do when the Nings invite you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hide anything from you. I just don't really think it's something I should bring up for no reason. I feel like I should know that last name. Again, Ning. Xingzxhu Ning. I've heard the name before. I know that much. I can't remember. Okay. Nothing to apologize for. You've got your troubles. I'm not the kind to give you the stink eye just for being blue-blooded. So what do I call you, Lady of House Ning? My name is Ning. I'm not actually part of House Ning. I was adopted by grandfather as a child. He always introduced me as a distant relative of the Nings, but I never met any relative who actually shares blood with me. Do you remember what I told you before? Look, I'm pretty bad at comforting people. No, it's okay. Grandfather's very nice to me, and my background has never caused me any trouble at all. Everyone treats me very well. Your grandpa would be Xingzxhu, ex-minister of rights. There we go. That's where I heard it. Xingzxhu. Right. There we go. Yes. Perfect. I know. It's getting chilly. Don't just stand out there. Let's go inside and talk, okay? Sure, I guess. Oh, look at that. Wow. Corridor meanders on through a rock garden and a bamboo thicket, then between 2 halves of a lotus pond. A cool breeze brushes through. The autumn water is softly rippled, and in them Blaze's reflection follows behind Ninjans as they pace across the bridge. The 2 pass through a deserted room, packed up belongings and dead leaves strewn everywhere. The courtyard is messy, I know. Not presentable to guests at the very least. I apologize. The whole family is moving out of here soon. Grandfather can't take Baishao's dry climate in his old age. We're planning to move back to the old place in Jiangnan. Doningen's pace is glacial. She can only hurry up once she notices her friend in no mood to appreciate the scenery. Up ahead, we're almost there. Take a seat, I'll fetch some tea and refreshments from the kitchen. Our house cooks are all on leave, so I can't serve you much more than some cold sides. No need to bother, I can't stick around long. Are things that urgent? Well, alright. Ning softly closes the door. The chirps of fowl outside fade. The room grows heavier with silence. Alright, tell me why you invited me here. I'm sorry, I was going to look for you yesterday actually, after the fire at Dingfenglu. But I overheard your conversation with the Deputy Minister of Judicial Review Office and Chef Mo. And? Please, I might have met your father before. Sister, right? Yes, little sister, yeah. When I was 15 years old, I remember we had a visitor. Grandfather was always busy with work. His apprentices and co-workers were coming and going in the estate. None of my business by and large. but slowly I realized an extra person had moved in, wearing blue, low-ranking Mandarin robes. Every time I saw him, he was alone, as if other people just weren't his concern. At first I didn't really pay attention. It was later that year, on my birthday, when, like every other year, grandfather would hold this great big birthday dinner for me, with lights and banners strung up everywhere, and friends and family all around. Not that I knew more than a handful of them. They were chatting the day away, and about what I have no clue. So eventually I sneaked out of the dinner, and nobody noticed when I did. I wandered around the courtyard for ages, bored out of my mind, then scampered into grandfather's study on a whim. It was in there where I saw the man again. I remember I saw him stuffing his pocket with letter papers and brushes. When he noticed me, his face was stretched with nervousness, and he pulled the brush and paper back out again in a rush. Are you? It's not what it looks like. Is that Blaze's dad? That's what he looks like? Dude, he looks sick as fuck. Okay, so we officially have Blaze's dad in the law here. We still haven't seen Lisa's dad, so yeah, Ingrid, please show us what Lisa's dad looks like as well. Anyway, I need to finish copying some letters, so I was going to take them home. The High Minister is sending these to very important Mandarins, so I was just worried if the paper wasn't good enough. It's okay, it's just brushes and paper. You're welcome to make use of it, sir. Thank you, little lady. And what's your name? My name is Gu Kuan. I'm a transcriber for your estate. I copy and file the estate correspondence. I'm Ningyin. Miss Ning, of course I know you. Then now we know each other. Aww, that's so cute. Sir, I want to read in here for a bit. I won't interrupt you while you work. Is that okay? Of course, feel free, Miss Ning. Miss Ning, are you into these history books? Grandfather always says one should view history as a mirror. We must use it to study our ancestors' wisdom and character and learn from their teachings. But I think reading's just fun. It's like all these amazing people recorded in the text are coming to life before me. And they're all my friends. Aww. Again, very, very cute. I think someday it might be nice to join the Imperial Historical Cabinet as a historian myself. You got quite a unique outlook, Miss Ning. If you're interested in following in the High Minister's family footsteps, I'm sure you'd do well. You think Grandfather's really cool too, then? Of course, Minister Ning's been helming the Ministry of Rice for decades. He has plenty of deeds to his name. He's the Mandarin everyone loves. Everyone in this family is so cool. My uncle and aunt are always away from Baishao, traveling all over the country. I hear Yan couldn't have set up the meteorological and earthquake system it has today without them. And Sikui, my little sister, she's even cooler. She's 2 years younger than me, but at least Baishao Academy study camp. All the professors from the College of Foreign Affairs were praising her. Everyone was teasing her by calling her Little Miss Minister. All the people in my family are going to leave their names in the history books. I love them and respect them a lot. I want to record who they are and everything they do, but I could never become like them. Compared to them, I'm just normal. You know, that reminds me of something my master once said to me. As history has ebbed and flowed, the floods and tides are recorded, yet most are streams that simply trickle on by. But without the babbling brook, how would the waves arise? The waves and brooks don't care about who's greater or who's plainer. Indeed, the vast majority will never get to leave their names in the history annals, but they are not the empty space between the lines. They're the pages themselves. That's a cool way to look at it. Dude, Blaze's dad is so cool. What the hell? Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry I talked your ear off there. So your handwriting is really beautiful. Oh, well, it's my only skill, really. I can still remember when the High Minister gave me this transcriber job. I can never write my name properly. Grandfather's gotten on my case about it more times than I can remember. Handwriting's a long road. Just keep at it and you'll see change eventually. Maybe you could be my calligraphy teacher then? I would never pose as your teacher with my modest brushwork, miss, but... Right, I have 2 copybooks here. I copy from them all the time myself. The forms are very regular. It's perfect for beginners. If you don't mind, Miss Ning, you can have these as your birthday present. How did you know my birthday's today? Well, they decorate the estate so brightly this time every year, you see. I've spent long enough here that I've heard. Miss Ning, happy birthday. Oh, dude. I love Blaze's dad already. He's so cool. Thank you. Aw, this is wholesome as hell. This is... yeah, this is wholesome as all hell, bro. Come on. That conversation always stayed with me. I liked how he talked and how he saw things. And I don't know why, I can't really say, but he felt so close to me in a way. But after that, I saw him much less around the estate. Next time I got to talk to him, it was years and years later. Grandfather's cold has lasted for a month by now. It's still not getting any better. Now it's almost winter. It might only get worse at this rate. We'll be counting on you for the next while, Doctor. The High Minister's malady is mostly from overwork. You could remind him to rest more often, my lady. I will. Ah! Sorry, I'm sorry. I apologize for running into you, miss. I'm very, very sorry. It's alright, sir. Are you okay? Why don't you sit down and rest for a while? You really look quite ill. I'm fine, I'm fine. Damn. So you dropped your... Sir? Are these painkillers? Strong painkillers like that. Whoever that was, he must be quite badly ill. Doctor, if you're free, could I ask you to attend to that man too? You can bill his medical expenses to me. Oh, that's when he got infected? I was worried about Grandfather's condition at that time, and I didn't pay that much much mind. I was just planning to pay him a visit later at some point when I had the time. But after that winter, I never saw him again. Doctor, thank you so much for all your work. Grandfather's back in perfect health now. Right, and about the man I asked you to attend to. Oh, you mean that Gukuan man? He died. Eh? Was it his illness? No, I hear some kind of accident took him while he was on his way to Victoria. But given his health, I can't imagine he'd have lived much longer even then. Truth is, last I met him, his malady had taken root in his vitals. I could hear it in his breathing. Can't imagine how much he was suffering in life. And it's a mystery to me why he decided to travel so far with that while that sick. Yeah, he wanted to go see Blaze. This very room, it was the study Sir Gukuan was using. It's been 10 years since he passed away. This place has gone through some changes in that time. But this... I couldn't tell you why, but I kept hold of this medicine bottle ever since. Blaze, I really am so sorry. No. My dad was nothing like that. I don't think he was ever that fighting fit, but he was never weak. Whenever I was with him, he always had this light in his eyes. How could... Even now, I'm not sure I understand Sir Gukuan. But I know he was a warm, gentle person. I could tell. I blame myself over and over for not being able to do anything more for him. Why are you bothering to tell me all this? I know you suspect that my grandfather was somehow behind your father's passing. At that point, I can only tell you what I know. But you told me all this just to try and convince me Xingzxhu is innocent? No. I just wanted to implore you, please find out the truth. Whether for Sir Gukuan's sake or for the sake of the truth itself. Whatever that truth even is. Are you... You don't have to tell me twice. I am gonna get to the bottom of this. Go, Blaze, go. Oh, we're back here again. Hello, Lezi. Our first talk, Lin Qingyan, about the Judicial Review Office was the solemn hush. The first time she ever set foot through this courtroom's door, all noise promptly vanished behind her. She remembers Yu Cheng telling her why it was designed so. Yeah, Yu Cheng... Isn't... that her name is Chenchi, right? I'm so confused on these numbers, bro. On these names, bro. Science begets peace. Peace begets thought. Thought begets results. Shouldn't the Judicial Review Office be drowning in work top to bottom? And yet you've got the office all to yourself, Deputy Minister Lin. Jishan, what are you here for? Considerate routine investigation. There are some issues we'd like to consult on you regarding the Yu Cheng case. Consultation or investigation, which is it? Deputy Minister Lin, after working together for years, I implicitly trust you on a personal level. But the Department of Discipline and Supervision has a lot riding on this case. We have to go through the motions, Lin, if you'll pardon me. Just ask what you need to. Name: Lin Qingyan. Gender: female. Okay, dude. Yeah. You don't have to ask the obvious, bro. Come on. Good. Let's skip the basic info for now. For the next few questions, you don't need to elaborate on your answers. Just respond yes or no. Are you grilling me? Everything you say from here on will be recorded. I'm worried what you say could fly against you. If you have no further questions, let's begin. Deputy Minister Lin, you passed Xingzxu Bureau assessments in childhood and were exceptionally admitted per your outstanding grades and followed the esteemed Science Storm Count in learning your Leifa. After graduating from the Xingzxu bureaus, you chose to join the Judicial Review Office and soon accompanied then Deputy Minister Yu Cheng in investigations all across the realm. In just a year from Registrar, you rose several ranks to become the youngest Deputy Minister in the history of Yan. Is this background as stated true? Yes. In your third month with the Judicial Review Office as Registrar, you handed in a whistleblower report to Discipline and Supervision. It accused the Right Assistant Revenue Minister of embezzlement and extortion, and you recovered 10 million in stolen assets. In your fifth month in Xingzxhu, you essentially single-handedly shone light on a local academy's examination fraud. Over 100 mandarins were implicated in this, the highest of which was second rank. All were eventually rounded up. Upon becoming Deputy Minister, you handled the case of former Judicial Review Office Deputy Minister Yu Cheng forging evidence, causing him to be expelled from the office Haran Pavilion, with all status stripped from him thereafter. Are these case histories as stated true? Yes. With an academic background like this, surely everyone lauds you as a young up-and-comer. Holy fuck. Young up-and-comer, blessed to the grills with talent. And yet people can't help but wonder what gives such a green-hand mandarin the courage, the capacity to handle these cases. Can you get to the point? If I'm remembering right, your good mother and father were Xingzxu at the Chamber of Heaven's Designs, spending years building much in the north, even being vested personally by the True Long. The Lin family is a well-bred one, many Xingzxu giants in its line. And on top of that, rumor has it they're quite closely knit with the Lord Exorcist's household. As for Science Storm Count, yeah. I think even the rank fails to sufficiently capture your Shifu's importance to Great Yan. Are these relationships as stated true? Jishan, what are you doing? You need only answer yes or no, Deputy Minister Lin. Don't think I'm deaf to your connotations. You're trying to say it was only by the linear background that I could take on judicial cases all these years? I certainly didn't say that at any point. Having known each other for years, I would never doubt your integrity. The Lin Qingyan, in my mind's eye, has always been a pursuer of justice. But why do you not pursue now? Xingzhu, just why did you come to see me today? How much do you really know about the Yucheng affair? As I just said, I'm here to see you today on routine business. As for the Yucheng case, what I heard in the courtroom that day is all I know. What makes you so dead set on the case, Sensor G-Sen? Before you decided you'd investigate it, I remember we actually had an argument. I'm going to speak out of line here, the whole stripping of his rank aside. I really do respect people like Yucheng. Now of all times you're going to defend him again? If a law enforcer does not themselves abide by the law, that's abuse of power. That goes for every last member of the three organs of justice. What kind of double standard could you possibly be applying here? No. Goddamn. The Judicial Review Office verdict is settled on Yucheng's mistake. I have little more to say there. I'm just very curious. What kind of truth could have pushed him to such means to find it? You must be more familiar with Yucheng than me. In your opinion, was he a smart man? Naturally. When it comes to sniffing out lies or chasing down leads, I'm no match for him. Then did you ever wonder if, supposing Yucheng truly intended to cover up his own forgery, you should have been able to make such short work of the case? You're telling me he let me find him out on purpose? What for? That I don't know, but he put you in charge of the Skoda fire case. To an outsider, I don't think I can say that Yucheng has had no faith in you. You've been all over bombshell the past few days investigating that case, I know that. I've heard as much. And yet since yesterday you've been loitering in the Judicial Review Office acting like you've been grounded. I can't help but being curious. What made you go and give up on pursuing this case? Are you afraid of offending the high and mighty? No, that's not like the Xingzxhu I know. Did someone lofty crack down on you? Can't be, I think. You're sitting here in the office after all, not in a judicial prison cell. If not that, then all my pondering can only produce one answer. You're scared that if you continue, you will implicate someone you know. Oh, yeah, Blaze. Seems I guess right. In the thick of things, your concern clouds your judgment. It's like you've forgotten the simplest of rule of truths. Don't miss the forest for the trees. If you can't hide it, you may as well tip it out. Show it some sunlight. Mr. Xingzxhu, you really served up a lesson for me today. Wait, it's a dude? What? But the ponytail, what? What? I suppose oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just give him this. I'll give him the same way. So fucking cares. Not at all. I think the hush of this office must have helped you figure out plenty by yourself. I know what I must do. Madam, I went to ask Deputy Minister Lin if she wanted anything to eat since I saw she hadn't left the office all day, but she... When did she go missing? I don't know. Nobody seen her at all. A biting chill gusts through the stiff breeze, curling papers and sending them dancing madly through the air. An wide open window clatters against its wall. On the table beneath it, a ceremonial gown lies neatly folded and toppled with a document pressed down in a place by an inkstone. It is Xingzxhu's written resignation. Damn! What? What? So she just left? Oh, okay. Watching as Blaze vanishes far into the distance, Xingzxhu clutches the door knocker. The big dark point vanishes over the crest of the path, but her stare remains fixed there, lingering for the longest time. Wait. Hurst? But it's a... Huh? His stare, right? That's a dude, right? He has a beard, right? Am I stupid? Okay. That's definitely... Don't fuck with me, Hypergryph. What are you spacing out at the door for? Grandfather. Oh. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, okay. Things are about to escalate. Braced wax gourd cube. Okay.
皆さん、もう一度防護装備の確認をお願いします。溶岩と安全な距離を保って、体調の報告は忘れないようにしてください。
Oh, we have to get. Okay, that's fine.
Look at this spectacular sight.
I got you, homie. I got you.
Alas, it is now a battlefield.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That was a good guess. As you can. He doesn't have enough damage. Alright. Get that apple pie, Xia. Let's go. So it's like dark and light over here. Yeah. That's fun.
At your unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet.
Oh boy. Okay. Guess we can put Blaze up here too. Right? Get that arch damage going. Right. What? More likely to be attacked. Okay. Come on then. Come on then. Fight me, bro. Oh, she can't reach. Okay. We'll just put... Damn, that's a good spot. We'll just put her here. Boom. Damn, bro. Chung you it. Damn. Kablam. Kablam. Look at this. Bam. Kablam. Kablam. Yeah. So you can hold both lanes like that. Dude. I was saying... what was... Maybe actually, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Taste my Ingrid, bitch. Damn. Dude, 3 attacks. Bam. Done. Blame. Side, please. Ah, damn, so close. Okay. Okay. Boom. Boom. There we go. Yeah.
After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions.
Kablam! Burn! Burn! You go, Blaze, you go! Yeah! Get that burn damage, hell yeah! Look at how lovely shoe she can reach all the way over to Dusk, hell yeah!
One should 1,000 moves in one breath.
Damn, Blaze is doing work. Look at this! She's helping me win! Should we bring out Shenron? Yeah, let's go. Last enemies, let's go. Fight me! Boom! Yeah, one stupid enemy left. Whoa! Oh shit, that was scary. Yeah, come over here, idiot. There we go. Boom. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. When Blaze dies, she just revives herself. Yeah. Boom. Dude, that's so cool. Okay. And she gets a massive shield, too. Okay. Let's get back to this. Your friend left so soon, she won't even stay for dinner. She had urgent business. She couldn't stay. Even as a child, you never brought friends over. Here I thought I could drop in to see what she's like. I don't know if we even count as friends. Really? Seeing a dejected Ningyan, the old man tries to think of something to say, but he can't. He simply reaches over and brushes the leaf off her shoulder. Almost time to move. Plenty of things still on your plate, eh? What about you, grandfather? For days, I was all ready to go. Now that we're about to look around at our little garden and think, oh, if only I could stay. Do you remember? It was here in this pavilion we laid out some sand and grabbed a stick, and I taught you how to write one stroke at a time. You said by next year you'd be writing all the estate couplets for us. Then you spent 2 months with me learning, and after that you had to give up. But by next year you really did write me a couplet. Bountiful blooms and a full moon, may joy last forever. I'm surprised you still remember, grandfather. How could I forget? Oh, another year, another mid-autumn. How quickly the days pass. The two of us haven't chewed the fat like this in the longest, have we? Grandfather to granddaughter. I've been out constantly and you're always occupied with guests. We hardly have a chance to meet. The whole family's leaving the capital after all. Quite the headache. But things will settle down once we're back in Lengyi, and we'll have plenty of time to chat along the way. Are you almost done writing that book of yours? Grandfather, I don't think I can go back to Lengyi with you. When did you make up your mind? Ningen shakes her head softly. She falls a few steps back. You're returning home, grandfather, like a leaf returns to its root. It's human nature, the whole family sympathizes, but the journey is meandering enough to make us worried. The Nings are bursting with talent. Everyone's work forms a cornerstone of Yan. Compared to them, I really am the lone choice to accompany you back. But frankly, I was always a distant orphan from Lengyi anyway. It was because you took such pity on me that I could spend these decades in the Ning manor. If I go now to Lengyi, I go back to where my long-gone parents once lived. That was your thinking when you asked to accompany me home? Grandfather, that was my thinking. It all seemed to fall into place. I almost managed to convince myself. But I've spent the last few days on a farewell tour of sorts around Baishao Street so I can finish up the Baishao cuisine and food culture somehow. And I realized all my memories are of this city. I can clearly recall what year we planted that persimmon tree in the courtyard, and when its fruits make the best wine. And every restaurant of every road and alley, and what their chefs are like, and how many different ways you can cook each dish. All of a sudden it hit me that this very city, more so than the Ning Manor, feels like my home. That's on me. That's on me for not asking you how you feel. I've been nothing but me this whole time. Grandfather, you're my one and only family. You've always been since I was little. I really did want to go back home with you at first, but the reason I'm set on staying in Baishao now is you as well, grandfather. Is it? When I first joined the Imperial Historical Cabinet to compile annals, there was one thing I could never puzzle out. At some specific point in Yan's millennia of history, out of nowhere, the written word proliferated and education became for all. Even the earliest of the tablets we were studying only went back to that period. So I thought, in that period, someone must have pushed for those changes. But I flipped through practically all the material we had, and I couldn't find a single clue. I had this strange feeling that there in Jan's history, one person seemed to be missing. Who? What? Huh? Then one day I met someone strange at the Go Club who told me the story of that person. I thought he was just a yarn-spinning storyteller at first, but as I further researched, I gradually found all his stories to be corroborated. According to him, she was a general person who gave her heart and soul, her blood and sweat to the well-being of the people, and she gave too much. But how could someone as good as her fail to leave her name in our annals? That was when I realized that a history book isn't a container but a sieve. The stories that stay behind are few and far between. Grandfather, I want to record your story, but then I look back and it dawns on me that for all the years I spent with you, I can't even write with any clarity about what kind of person you are. Ningen finally lifts her head and meets the old man's eyes. She waits for his reply, his answer to her unspoken question. She's waited so long. Oh, don't stop changing scenes when things get interesting. God damn it, bro. The amount of blue balling right now. Who goes there? Who goes there? You don't have to repeat. Okay. Shit, thought I heard something. It's all the bizarre cases these days. Makes me feel like someone's going to barge in any moment and wreak havoc. This is the Judicial Review Office. What kind of miscreant would break in here? Good job, we got ghosts. Got through this almost over, and then we can clock out and head home. There's Blaze. Just wait a sec, and then enter through the front. So you're here to report a case, then find a floor map on the way to the waiting room. The window in the waiting room yesterday faces north. The judicial entrance faces south. Behind is a high perimeter wall. Lin Kunyan's office is third floor. Get out the window, climb up the sprinkler pipes, and no one should notice me. Tamedi. Once I find her, I'm gonna suck her in the... Who's there? Oh shit! Lin Kunyan? Please? What are you here for? What am I here for? I'm here to get you back. Where'd your old CoD uniform go? I resigned. Then we went back to the restaurant, couldn't find you, and worried you might be up to something stupid, so thank you for confirming that fear. Now let's find somewhere else to talk. You're telling me that all these years Gu Quan was staying at the Ning Manor? But how did you find out? Never you mind that. Now can you tell me exactly what that means? Minister Ning's involvement in the Gu Quan case runs deeper than I ever thought. He was clearly hiding something in his previous testimony. I did suspect he was the perpetrator, but going by Mo Bofu's testimony, when Gu Quan was sent to death row in the fallout of the old case, Xingzxhu was the one who got him out. Knowing that, he wouldn't have a motive to try and get him killed again. And the most key thing, I had no idea before that Yu Cheng had contact with Gu Quan so early on. Whatever's connecting this string of events is likely more complicated than anything I've imagined. See, I'm still curious. All these years ago, my dad came to Baishao on his own, and what the hell for? Yes, that's a key question. Blaze has no clue about the 2 lives Gu Quan lived. If he was a fall guy in that incident, then why would he return to Baishao a dozen years after the fact and plant himself in the middle of the maelstrom? Yeah, so he did take the fallout for the whole trying to murder the True Long, right? Yeah. I'm not stupid, right? That's the yeah. Xingzxu's position, Yu Cheng's scheme. We still can't throw an outline around any of these questions. How should I let Blaze know? Hey, you know, I can tell that look on your face. Come on, what's our next move exactly? Blaze about yesterday. Forget about it. I know I know it's my duty types. Get the urge to do a little weird stuff now and then. Not my circus, I'm not arguing. Just don't ever tell me any stupid crap like I'm sending you back for your safety again because... You're still trying to ditch me? Please trust me, I will see this case through to the end. But you can't stick around in Baisha any longer than this. Do as I said, leave within 2 days, head to the Longman office first. But you can't stay there for too long either. So once you get reorganized, get back on the road straight away and leave Yan as soon as... Over my dead body. Good, Blaze. Good. Tell her. You need to stay here and work this out. It's her fucking dad, bro. Why would she leave? She can take care of herself. She's Blaze. You don't trust me to keep investigating? I mean, I do, but you're out of a rank and you're out of a job. How are you gonna investigate? I'll think of something. If Yu Cheng can resign and investigate in secret, then so can... I have an idea. Let's do this thing a little more thoroughly. What's your plan? Blaze pulls a letter from her pocket. It's the chance Mobofu gave her, and now it's both of their chances. Not like we're gonna get anywhere just running around town. We'll head to the Feast of 100 Delicacies, go straight to the True Long, and ask him to explain all this. Damn. Damn. That timing, though. Your Imperial Majesty, the Ministry of Vice has drafted the official list of attendees for the Feast of 100 Delicacies. To mark the occasion, Victoria, Lefania, Laterano, and other such nations have sent us their envoys with letters of celebration for your Imperial Majesty's perusal. Your Imperial Majesty, the Ministry of War and Sui Regulator have finished drawing up joint battle plans. Also for your Imperial Majesty's perusal. The Ministry of Revenue was not consulted on this battle strain on labor and fiscal resources, nor on the post-war reparations. Holy shit! I was seeing preparations, not reparations. Okay. How are these battle plans drafted? I know you and the Ministry of Revenue are both very busy. The Ministry of War simply went to some small planes working out the manpower, the founding, the ration, and even the Ministry of Engineering's post-war repair expenses. And now you can read together with His Majesty since we're having an audience and all. Logistics are calculable, but how many of Yan's people will bleed in this war? Is that a bill you can work out so easily? So the Grand Tutor means to say you can't work it out? Then no need to try. It's autumn. How are the harvests in the north? Dawang has resumed production ASAP following the disaster. Our harvest this year is more or less on par with previous years. In that case, what about next year? Your Imperial Majesty. A life measured in years, yet the stress falls ancient. We are running out of time. This involves the livelihood of all Yan's people. I ask that Your Imperial Majesty reconsider. Grand Tutor, the ministries have long discussed everything worth discussing. It's about time we made up our minds. His Majesty's decree is made. We simply await his proclamation of the Feast of 100 Delicacies. It's growing late. It looks to rain. The two of you can leave. Maybe be excused. The man behind the curtain lifted his gaze. In this desolate palace, 3 banquet seats lay set out in a row to his side, and one of them is truly showing its age. Faintly a sigh. Ayo, ayo. Trust this rain to come from nowhere. I'm soaked. Autumn drizzles and cold snaps. We will be out of fresh vegetables in a few days at this rate. I didn't even get to rustle up this year's winter clothes. Chef, I think we're forced to start our winter pickles now. Get your mess of stuff out of the storehouse as soon as... Chef? Blaze? Xingzxhu? Where'd everybody go? Damn, he is all alone. The ever-lively kitchen is presently deserted. All the cookware tidied away. The cramped space seems a good bit wider like this. The only presence is a pot of soup boiling on the stove. Oh, okay. Alright. That was weird. Everyone just left. Okay. Okay, I'm very confused on that one. Sure. Okay. I don't even know what to say to that. That was weird. But we got to see the Emperor and yeah, the True Long, I guess. And then yeah, everyone was gone at the restaurant. That's where did you go? Okay. You got a lot of questions and very little answers this time around. Yeah. So Lezi is no longer working for the Judicial Review Office, and yeah, Blaze decides to stay because now she knows that her dad was involved with Ningyin and her family, and yeah. Oh my God, dude. Okay, well, if you enjoyed all of this, once again, comrades, please do leave a like. And let me know what you think down in the comments. I'd be very interested to read it this time, because that was some interesting lore we got here. We got through a lot more story, and we got some more info about Guquan. So interesting. And we got to see him this time, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, thank you for watching, comrades. If you enjoyed what you saw here and you want to see more, please do subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. I always do Arknights events and maybe some other stuff in the future, so if you like that, you know where to find me. But yeah, that will be it for this time. I'll see you in the next video very soon, comrades. Have a good one. That's it done, yeah.